Now we're going to take it into some longer holds of stretches. So take those right toes high and come into pigeon. You're going to lengthen the spine here, finding a pigeon pose that feels, again, comfortable for you. There may be a little bit of discomfort. Pain is not good. So again, just find that position that feels good for you. If you need another option, you can flip it over on your back and hug that right leg into your chest. Once you start to feel a little bit warmer in this movement, you can take it all the way down and melt into this pigeon. And we're going to hold these next few poses for 120 seconds, roughly. And why we do that is because that allows us to really get into the fascia. And the fascia is around the muscle, and it just gets really, really deep into the muscle. So stretching and getting really, really deep into these stretches. So just allow yourself to relax. We're going to take a more passive stretch today rather than active. So you can allow yourself to melt into this, to just breathe naturally. Again, those lips are sealed throughout our breath. And again, just allow yourself to take a few moments. Just recover, breathing into those areas that are tight. It's amazing what happens when we stop or slow things down, right? I always notice when I'm working out and I'm holding a plank or I'm holding a static lunge that it seems to be a lot harder. And that's because we're not moving, we're not distracted by anything, so our brain starts to chatter and it starts to go different directions. And that can be the same thing during yoga as well. So just allow yourself to clear those thoughts and really focus on that breath. Now we're going to take it to the back of our mat. You're going to tuck that right foot in and lift and lengthen, and then take that stretch over the left leg. And again, you're taking more of a passive stretch here, so allow yourself to really relax down into this stretch. Should feel this in a couple different places, maybe hip, glute, maybe your side, your low back. If you need a little bit more, try to take your gaze underneath your left armpit, getting a little more into that rotation. Don't forget about that breath. Lips are sealed. Don't forget about that Uddiyana Bandha, sucking that belly button up and in. Just allow yourself to be right here. Go ahead, lift up, inhale, lift those legs or lift those hands up, and you're going to bring those legs together now. And again, take a nice little inhale, stretch it all the way up, and then exhale, forward fold over those legs. And again, we're taking a passive stretch here, so really just allow yourself to naturally come down as you breathe. And your body will naturally just come down further and further and further as you breathe into this stretch. Should feel really good on the back, on the hamstrings. So now we're going to take that same stretch we just did on the right, but take it on the other side. So go ahead, take that left foot in towards the inner thigh. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, forward fold over that right leg. And again, you're going to feel this in a couple different spots. Maybe that left hip, that left glute, that right hamstring, your back. Taking a more passive stretch here, so allow yourself to relax and breathe. And if you need just a little bit more here, taking that gaze underneath your right armpit. We're just going to take it around to that left side pigeon. So just rotate back towards the top of your mat. Take that left pigeon, again, finding that comfortable spot for you. Inhale, lifting that chest up, and when you're ready, you can exhale, forward fold, and bring it down. If you need, again, that different option here, if this hurts, painful for you, it's uncomfortable to sit here for that long, that's totally okay. Just roll right over onto your back and hug that left leg into your chest. And again, everyone is so different. All of our bone structure is completely different. We have different anatomy. So this may look different for you than it does for me, than it does for someone else. So again, just find that position that feels good for you. You should feel this in your glute, in your hip, your hamstring. Taking that breath, utilizing that breath to really get into those tight areas here. The last couple stretches we've got here, take it all the way back on your mat. Hug those knees into your chest and let them gently fall to the right. Taking those hands out to a T, and your gaze is going to come to the left. So we're really going to get into the spine here and the low back. And if you need a little bit more, you can take that left foot and just kind of wrap it over the right leg and tuck that heel underneath. Again, finding a position that works for you. A little bit of discomfort, again, is okay. Pain is not okay. But really just rotating the core, rotating that back, getting into the spine, the low back. You want to really feel that stretch here. And breathe so deeply. Our low backs are constantly being compressed. So really allow yourself to lengthen here, to soften in the shoulders and just relax. And go ahead, hug those knees into your chest, and exhale, dropping them to the left, taking that gaze over to the right. And again, same thing on this side. If you need a little bit more, you can take that right foot over the left, tucking that heel underneath. But ultimately, you really want to feel a nice stretch in the low back. Breathing into those tight areas. And go ahead, hug those knees into your chest one last time. You're going to roll it over to the right into that fetal position. Why don't you keep those eyes closed, and you're going to take it all the way up to a seated position. We're going to seal out our practice here today. Thank you so much for spending 30 minutes with me and recovering and doing your body so much good. Namaste.